Hi, my name's Amber. I'm a widow and I am expanding my degree recently. My cousin got me into school, um, which is really, really exciting. Sorry, you can't even see me. Sorry, you can't even see me. I don't really care. So, well, you're kind of going to need to see this. Oh, there we go. Just block it. Okay, that's a brain, but it looks like a weird bubble. Okay, and the H's is what is always there. So it's plus plus. And that is the right side of the brain. So your right side of the brain has a horon, which is a neuron, which is a neutron, which is a gas called nitrogen, but it's an HO, H little dot. It's patented. It's psychology. So on the right side of your brain, you have power of thought. So your brain functions with your friends being there, sleep, learning, any way, doesn't matter. Teamwork, corresponding, and playing. So that's the right side of your brain. When we're talking on this aspect, it does many things. And then on the left side, it's more complicated. You have the C's for vitamin energy and an N for pulpus energy. So how you're training yourself, it starts when you're young. Do you like to keep the blinds open and read books? Or do you like to keep the blinds closed and watch TV? And it's all complicated, right? Because you could have the blinds open and watch TV, and you could have the blinds closed and read a book. But that all has to do with it. So vitamin energy, the calcium in citrus, which is a iron, it it feeds itself from sunlight, fresh food, exercise, reading, and meditation. And that's just some of the things, right? Like I just did this really fast. And then you have your different behavior, but it could all be blended. The pulpus light, food, gravitational energy. So the gravitational pull is what helps you not get too sad in the dark. But when you train your mind young to have the light, the darkness can make you sad at times, or if you feel grungy, or you don't feel like doing anything eventually, you get lazy. But that's not always true, right? Because food is really full of everything. But the point of this is that sometimes you read and sometimes you watch TV, but you can do both. But at the same time, you kind of have to pick because when you get an examination at the psychologist's office, you have to be clean of medicine and pure in your ways. So basically, there's two ways of life: you read books or you watch TV because you're medicating yourself other than that to be able to do both. Standing that I am the genius and that I can't do both really. Like it makes me nauseous to watch TV, makes me nauseous to drive a car, but to fly a plane, it doesn't make me nauseous because of the G force. So yeah, G force is the balance. And I just wanted to explain that. When you have pulpus, it comes through and it kind of makes like a block and then it colors it in. And then therefore you have like almost three sections of the brain, but technically you really don't. So you want to blend it as much as possible, get a good flow, and use both sides of your brain. You can go back and watch this. How long was this video? It's not very long. So yeah, I live with a life of no TV. I hate it. I always end up breaking it, and it's just a cheap one to begin with anyway. I do think a big screen would make me happier, but I can't do that. So the way I live, because of financial and housing problems, is the vitamins energy. I take my vitamins, I exercise, I leave the blinds open, I put the books there, but lately I haven't been reading them and it's making me sad. I meditate a lot and I eat fresh foods when I can, right? And it's not that big of a deal when you become an adult to be so picky. And the pulpus light, like I love the dark and I love doing that. And I love eating the food that is just like frozen meals and shit. But I do get sad. I'll start crying in the dark. Yeah. Just like you cry to a movie. The dark is like a movie to me and I cry. Because of the way I raised myself. But yeah. Always start with sunlight with babies. Is you will get sued. Yeah. You have to start with sunlight with babies. Because this is so true. Yeah. And then if they want to live in the dark, then let them. There's this ideal house that I'll never fucking have. And I'm not going to steal it or wreck it. It has hidden closets behind a closet. It's a closet, and then it's a big hidden room that's like low roofed. Like they use all the extra spaces as a purpose. It's a huge mansion, and I went to Catholic school there. And my friend did. She's like reading, and she loves to read. She's like, I just don't understand this book. And I was like, it's about the body. She's like, oh no. I was like, what's wrong? She's like, my liver has been hurting a lot lately. I'm like, oh no. But she's like, but it's so weird. Like, she's like arguing the point out loud. She's like, I can't read the book because I'm sick. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what are they talking about? They said, oh, outdoors is the life to be living. And I just don't get it, Amber. I'm like, fucking, if he's alive, she comes to Hollywood. She comes to the music part of it, usually. I told her to come to writing next time. She's really insecure. Come hang out with the really fancy celebrities. I'm growing my hair out for it, for Jenny coming. It's not for a long time. We're not going to be on tour for a long time. I was supposed to do a naked music video, like, going like, well, Tove Lo shows her boobs. Amber's going to show her boobs. But I'm so sore that the pictures are going to be fucked. Because I'm all wrinkled and stuff in weird places. But yeah, anyway. And then the thought of prayer thing. It's about collecting things or just having minimalistic life. Or, it's all about what you do on the outside for yourself. It's about the motor. And the motor is your neck. So your neck's like, no, I really feel like putting, a new couch in here or something, And then you do it, and then that part of your brain like lightens up. It's like, yeah. So I hope you guys get that medicines are dangerous and that you should really take them to a minimum. So just try to be a Pulpus Light or a Vitamins Energy. And if you don't have friends, pets are friends. Pets are friends. You don't have to be an evil person about the dogs. Everyone seems to have a guard dog, and that's okay. But that's what eludes people. They're like, no, dogs are mean and they bark all the time. No, they don't. Not if they're treated right. Like my dog wants up right now. You want up? You gotta push through all my stuff. Come on. He's been... Oh, you're caught up in the cord. Good job. Okay. Come on. Yeah, try to be little so you're big. Try to be little so you're big. Oh yeah, and then the algebra of it all is it's like a perfect circle and a perfect circle and a perfect circle because there's 3 topics. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V. I did it alphabet wrong. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, X, T, U, V, O, Y, and Z. Okay, I did it right. And then you just cross through it. Pick the first, pick the second, pick the third. AHM. M. That makes sense. So it makes sense. Let's tell you algebra. Algebra is about remembering what the geniuses had a hymn. It's a hymn. It's music. It's God. It's really important, but it's God. It has a H, AHM. So I know it makes sense, but let's check it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 8, 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 divided by 3 is, I need a calculator. 22 divided by 3 is 10.5. And then what do you do? Oh yeah, they check the diameter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it has the brain and the 3 lines around it, because you picked 3, 1, 4. Maybe 6 and 6, because it's circle. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use 6 circles. And you do 4 crosses. And then you fill the pie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 divided by 2. Or, yeah, it's just by 4. It's 2. And then you gotta get down to at least 1. Just the perfect brain. Yeah, it's 1. AHM is the hymn. You can look it up in your book. That's what I'm speaking of, the brain energy here,